All right, we're both recording. You're recording. I'm recording. You guys are watching. What's up, everybody? Welcome to ChallengeXpress. Choo. Take two. We are back. We are back. Technical difficulties.
Always.
Yeah. What's up? I am Tom, joined by my co-host, Nicole. What's going on, Nicole?
Great. Operating on 50% less blood than I normally have.
Yeah, we had to postpone because this one ghosted me.
I'm sorry.
But she had a valid excuse. She was hungover.
No. I get blood. I just haven't been the same since.
Yeah.
I'll be fine. 56 days until you replenish all of your blood that they take.
You learned something here, folks. All right, but yeah, we're gonna get into the episode. Double Agents, episode 14, recapping right from the jump. We see Nany and Fessy. We see their team dynamic right off the bat. Obviously, they're new partners. I mean, let's go ahead and talk about them throughout the episode. I mean, after the daily challenge, things seem to go awry.
Yeah, there was like a common theme throughout the episode that Nany misses Kyle and CT misses Big T. Like, there's some like regrets going on, I guess.
Yeah, and do you think Nany's regrets are warranted?
I think what people are starting to realize is it's more important to have chemistry with your partner than it is for them to be a strong competitor. If you guys could be like both mediocre and have really good teamwork and chemistry and do better than two really strong competitors who like are fighting and can't get along.
Yeah, it just obviously took me by surprise on how quick and willing she was just willing to just want a different partner than Fessy.
Yeah.
Because the whole season she kind of was trying to get Fessy.
Yeah. But as you see, he literally competes like he's the only one on the team. Like, he kicked her in the face to get ahead of her. Like,
yeah, I feel like he still doesn't know to this day that he kicked her in the face.
That literally sums him up as a partner. Like, he will kick you in the face to get ahead of you. It's like, wait, no, you're on a team, you idiot.
Yeah, and he'll drown you if he can, because he tried to bring Nany down into the water, which gave me anxiety. DJ's like, you can't drown, you're DQ'd.
Yeah.
Imagine like Fessy just swimming with, oh my God.
So like that made me, I guess that would have made me feel the same way that she did. Like, okay, yeah, this isn't gonna work.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Look at this guy.
I would make fun of my hair, but it's pretty on point today.
There's no reason why this piece of hair should be so short. Like, my hair is down to here. Okay.
I mean, what's next? Fessy apologizes to Anissa. I mean,
whatever. Her confessional summed it up. She's like, whether it means it or not, I don't know, but I'm just gonna roll with it.
Yeah.
Kyle and Anissa's chemistry or lack of is so funny. Like, I love how they're just like joking about how they don't like each other, even though I know they're like half kidding. I think they do like each other.
Yeah.
But they're just like joking about all the fucked up things they've done to each other and like laughing. It's
yeah. I'm sorry for calling you deadweight, and I'm sorry for bringing up deadweight right now. Like, and they have awareness that they are the team on the outside. They have no connections. They are going to go in if they don't win the daily challenge, and just like a scripted movie, they come in and win.
I really did question production. I'm like, how did everything turn out the way we want? Like, it was supposed to. Like, that's so wild.
Yeah, and I think that helped. I think this episode would have been entertaining in general, but Kyle and Anissa winning that daily challenge really shuffled up the house and confused them on what their next move was going to be.
Yeah, and I love that. Everyone keeps like underestimating Anissa, but like she like I know why. Like, it's the endurance thing, but like on something like this where you don't really need endurance, she crushed it.
Yeah,
like
she killed it. People sleep on Kyle too still. I know I say that pretty much every episode, but Nani wanting to go back with Kyle, that shouldn't be like, what? You want to get rid of Fessy? It's like Kyle beat Fessy in the final last season. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, Fessy hasn't done much. He's a physical specimen. He beat Jordan in a pole wrestle. Jordan has one hand. He beat Nelson in a hall brawl. Nelson's half his size. He lost to pretty much everybody in the final last season, even some of the females. Or Casey finished before him, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So
I think just because of his like physical build, people just assume that he's really good.
yeah. And
he's not bad. He's just
right. Certain daily challenges, he excels and looks like a dominant force. So I could see why people think that about him. But especially when it comes to a final, I think there's a lot of question marks still.
We about to find out. How about when like Corey, that awkward scene when he goes up to Leroy and Darrell and is like, "Can I be house vote?" And it was just like so off.
Leroy's like, "I think you might be shooting yourself in the foot."
Yeah.
Darrell should have been like, "Yes, let's agree to that."
I know.
Little did he know.
Oh my gosh.
I feel so bad.
It's okay. Darrell's in Disney right now.
yeah, he is. It's okay. Darrell will always be fine.
We have a friend who's in Disney too, and I'm like,
find him.
They don't even know who Darrell is, but I'm like, show them a picture of him. Let me know if you see him.
Get his autograph. That'd be sick.
we saw a basketball player when we were in Disney. Sean knows his name. Because I looked at him, I was like, is that guy famous? He just looked famous. like he literally, like, you could tell like people were looking at him and he was like 8 feet tall. And I was like, and Sean was like, actually, yes, that's so and so. I don't remember his name.
Of course, you don't remember the name, which is gonna bother me.
I'll let you know later.
Yeah, fucking goddamn. Why'd you even bring that up? One time I saw a basketball player.
Wow! Don't ever use Josh's voice for me ever again.
Oh my god.
Wait. Actually, speaking of, before I forget. So, I love RuPaul's Drag Race. This season, one of the drag queens, Candy Muse, is Josh. Like, it's Josh. It's crazy. I gotta show you a clip.
Could it be Josh?
They talk exactly the same. They're like it's so wild. Every time she's on the screen, I'm like, that's Josh. It's Josh. So
I want to see that, but also if I do, I might have nightmares. So
it's great. I'll show you later.
Speaking of Josh, he's also working out with Nelson. Nelson went live on Instagram. Nelson's and Josh are together working out. So hopefully that makes Josh a little better at these challenges.
That's not gonna help.
That's not. Yeah, all workouts aren't gonna help Josh.
He's gotta work out his mind.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I said it, but this episode was awesome.
All right.
Yeah, Corey asked Lee and Darrell for the house vote. They kind of turned him down on that. Corey has no leverage in this game. He's had we saw the montage at the end of the episode of his different partners. He's had 8 partners. He hasn't won a daily challenge. And it's funny because last season he was so proud of him winning 6 daily challenges, remember?
Corey's got dealt some difficult cards this season, but he has to take some of the responsibility, right? It's not just all bad luck. I find him to be a little bit underwhelming this season, but on the other hand, it's we barely seen him compete. So I don't know. I was a little bit annoyed with the daily that I'm like, Corey, you don't have a skull. You're talking about how bad you want this. And I know trauma is a real thing, but other people had trauma and don't really know how to swim, and they figured it out. I don't know. I know that sounds kind of mean, but how bad do you want it?
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for Corey. I believe he tried, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could sort of try to empathize with him about trauma, because I did have a similar experience growing up when we went to Misquamicut, and I got taken in by a wave, and I tried to go up, and Michael was above me, our brother, so
And
he
he was
sat
just
on
like,
me. So
there
like
you
I was,
go.
yeah, he didn't try to kill me like Corey's situation, which
Corey's
I can see why
friend.
that's more traumatizing.
Yeah.
But like I was underwater for longer than I would have liked, and it did terrify me from water for a long time. And
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not the greatest swimmer, and I don't really go towards water, not necessarily because of that, but maybe a combination of things.
I'm with you. Like, I don't know if there's something like, did mom like used to like water torture us? Because I'm also kind of afraid of water and like not a strong swimmer, and
Yeah.
like prefer to always have a life jacket.
Yeah,
Like,
mom's hiding something from us because yeah, all the siblings, we don't really care for water that much. We're gonna have to have a sit down.
yeah. Mom, why am I terrified of water?
Oh
Why
yeah.
why can't I swim?
I tried to kill all of you guys when you were
Why can't I swim? And we grew up with a pool. Like,
Yeah, I learned to swim really late, and we grew up with a pool. Yeah. It was
And-
like it was my choice. I was like, "Can I learn how to swim, parents?" They're like,
mom's
"All
like,
right,
no.
yeah." But yeah, let's get into the daily challenge. Undercover, it was called. Partners dive deep into the water, the clearest water in the world, apparently. I feel like
Oh
it's
yeah, that's
awesome.
pretty amazing. Between two tectonic plates.
Tectonic.
Amber.
Yeah, tectonic plates. I mean, this challenge was awesome, and I liked it, what it brought to the table, you know, physically, I guess, you know, being underwater.
They had a little bit of oxygen.
Yeah, they had an oxygen tank. So immediately when you say that, Amber B, lifeless in the water, comes to my head because that was hilarious. Mostly because she's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
But what the hell is that? Did she pass out?
I mean, I can kind of relate. Like, I think she was like not blacked out, but like paralyzed by fear and anxiety.
She was just like,
Yeah, like I totally get it. Like, that's how I would get. Like, I get so panicky, and then I just like don't know how. I'm like, all of a sudden, I'm like, I can't swim. I'm dying.
yeah. So they go into the underwater between these two tectonic plates. They follow. Now I'm messing up because I'm talking about Amber B. Tectonic plates. They follow a line to the end where you pick up 6 coated rings.
Yep.
Back, all while staying underwater the whole time. So that was like the extra thing about this challenge. You have to stay underwater the whole time. And then we see that they have the oxygen tank. So we realize it's a little bit easier, because when I heard that, I was like, oh shit, people about to EQ and everywhere.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have been able to nobody would have been able to hold their breath that long.
Yeah. Last week's double agents make the order. So Casey and Leroy make the order. We see Leroy and Cam talk before the daily challenge starts, and Cam's like, we're going to have to play this smart. You know, if Kyle and Anissa wins, we're going to have to vote in a skull. So their main target is Kyle and Anissa throughout the episode. They don't want them to win. So that's why Leroy puts them first. In hindsight, as Cam said, they probably should have put Corey and Big T first, because they're kind of like, they're the new team. And, yeah, less ties, I guess.
I do love the like Cam's pep talk. Cam is, I know I get every episode I say the same thing. She's just far superior than mostly everyone else in the house, in my opinion. Her political game, like, she would be so good on Survivor. Ooh. She's just so smart, and just her political game is on point. She's always thinking a couple steps ahead. And then she's also a physical like beast. So,
and she even like delivers bad news in a good way. Like to Leroy, she was like, Kyle and Anissa are mad at you right now because you put them first, which in
Yeah.
hindsight, maybe Corey and Big T should have went first. You know, like
Yeah,
yeah, you made a mistake, but I'm not gonna like shit on you because of it.
yeah. She's
We're gonna
not like,
move on and do what's next, but what's best next.
yeah, I think poise, you're like, that's a good way to put it. Like every time she speaks with like intention, and
Mhm.
she's never just like Josh, where it's like, "Blah!"
Yeah, she never wastes words. Like every
Yeah,
word matters.
love her.
Uh huh. Everyone looks like a damn Teletubby in the pre-challenge
Yeah,
interviews.
Anissa looked really funny. Like, I feel like her face thing was like tighter than everybody else's, and like her whole like face was like getting like smushed out. It was really funny.
I was like, really? You guys decided to do the interviews while they're wearing this?
Yeah, it was funny though.
But yeah, Nisa and Kyle go first, and it seems like they do decent. I
Kyle
mean,
solved the puzzle.
yeah, they solved the puzzle. It didn't seem like they did it too quick. So once
No,
they
I
win,
think
I was like, okay, they're not gonna win.
that's why I think it was like editing. They kind of made it look like, and even TJ, at the end didn't even put. He was like, "Oh, Cam, CT, Casey, and Leroy, you guys did really good." And I thought, they all
Yeah,
played
they
it that well.
bamboozled us. It was a
Yeah,
lot. It was a hard edit. I don't really like it when it's that hard of an edit because I think a majority of the viewers were counting out Anissa and Kyle, which I
yeah,
guess is exciting when they do win. It's like, oh, but then it's like, oh, that from what I saw, that doesn't make sense.
yeah. It's like, oh, was that rigged?
Yeah,
Did they really win? Like,
yeah, because yeah, it really did look like it was gonna come down to Casey and Leroy or CT and Cam.
yeah. So the only teams that finished were those three teams.
Yeah. Yeah, Corey was scarred for his life. We talked about that. Big T killed it.
Yeah, but she used to swim.
She's a great swimmer. I want to see Big T like her capabilities with eating food and her capabilities with or her becoming a better runner because we did see on that one mini final where they had to carry like that capsule.
Yeah,
She did slack on that.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Darrell and Amber. We talked about Amber. Darrell at this point is done with Amber. He can sense she's not giving it his all, and I believe Darrell. I feel like Darrell can sense those kind of things.
Yeah. I
Um,
love Darrell throughout this whole episode. Like, oh, I mean, I think that's coming up next, but I'll wait. Just the way that Darrell handles everything, it kind of reminds me of Cam, in that sense of like where he's just like doesn't waste words and he means what he says and like he says what he means.
oh man, yeah, he was a badass when he knew he was getting the votes. He was like, okay, I could play that game.
I'm gonna steal your partner.
I'm gonna steal your partner.
I was like,
Leroy was
oh my
like,
God.
uh-oh.
I know Leroy was like, wait, maybe this isn't a good idea. Like
What did I just do?
He played that so well.
Yeah, Nani gets kicked in the face. We talked about that. Reminiscent of CT throwing the shoe in Wes's face.
Love it.
And Cam and CT. I mean, I loved this team. I love CT and Cam, so I didn't like them together, but on paper, I like their names next to each other.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, clearly they weren't working together well. They're both way too similar.
Yeah.
So.
And they both acknowledge that. And it's not like it's one of the other person's fault. It's just that they're both leaders and it's hard.
I love how Kyle's like, I want to follow somebody. Like I don't want to lead. Like
yeah. I feel like a lot of people are looking past this, but kudos to Cam for doing this.
Yeah, because wasn't she really scared?
She's not a great swimmer at all.
Didn't like one of her first seasons, I don't know if she like quit but there were like
got
something
DQ'd, I'm pretty sure, on the Vendettas swimming. There was a swimming challenge on Vendettas where they had to go underwater deep and get like release a ball from a net.
Yeah.
She had to DQ there, I think.
Yeah, so I love seeing that though.
Then obviously the infamous moment on War of the Worlds 2 where it was like purge challenge where they were swimming. She was tied with Leroy and it's like, uh-oh, they might have to go home. But Joss and Kaylee ended up swimming slower than them, but it was close.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
never been a
They've
great
definitely,
swimmer, and she
they've,
handled this with ease.
yep, they've definitely improved. You could tell like they're working on their weaknesses.
Yeah. And I love her. She's like, I don't want CT to know I have problems or I have fears of swimming. So she just pushed all that shit to a side. And then you're looking at Corey like, why couldn't you do that?
I know, well, that's kind of where I was going with that, but I don't want to make fun of somebody for trauma. Like I know it's very hard to like just say, oh yeah, it's easy to say to push it aside, but you actually have like trauma, it's hard.
Yeah.
So.
And then we get, I mean, you know, the music soundtrack's on point this season. We get the old classic Sweet Dreams.
Oh yeah.
Oh
So
man.
good.
Yeah, watching Leroy and Casey go to Sweet Dreams, it was pretty cool to watch. They did great. I thought they were gonna blank out completely at the puzzle. I still think they don't have it all upstairs as
Casey and
a
Leroy.
team, Casey and Leroy, but
Yeah,
I mean they did well.
they got it.
They got it.
Not as good as Anissa and Kyle, but
Not as good as Anissa and Kyle. Also, Leroy did this, stepping up his water game. Really, it's like really in your last season, you're making moves, you're
I
making
was getting
jumps.
so nervous that Leroy was gonna go home this episode, and I'm like, no, 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 no,
Oh my God.
no, this is his season. Like, please, no.
Because you never know. Because we always, throughout the whole season, these people with skulls, we think they're safe till the end. Even Darrell, we were like, Darrell's going to the final. Darrell and Amber are going to the final.
I
So
know.
you never know.
Yeah.
I wish TJ gave us all the times.
Well, they used to give us more details. I don't like that they don't. It makes me feel like I can't trust the results.
Yeah, just give us the results. I mean,
And once in a blue, they'll say, "Oh, it was a separation of like 3 seconds," but it's like, but what was the time?
yeah, because
Like,
this had to be close.
yeah, I don't know. If I was a competitor, I'd be really pissed not getting those details.
Yeah, and he also says Anissa and Kyle dominated, which is like hard to believe almost.
Yeah, it's like dominated by what? Like how many seconds?
Yeah, what's domination? What is that considered? But what a clutch win. They needed it and they got it. They were really happy for themselves, which was
I think
good to
Anissa
see.
cried.
Yeah, Nisa cried. Yeah.
Cute.
Definitely a team bonding moment. Never would have thought they were going to win when they were paired up. Now we got some scared people running around the house.
Oh, who?
You know, Darrell, Leroy especially. Or Leroy mainly.
I wouldn't call Darrell scared.
Yeah, I would say Leroy is a scared one.
Yeah.
He's like, I love him in the beginning of the episode. I don't want to talk to nobody. Like, get away from
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
And then Kyle, you know, the comedian he is, walks into Corey's room after the win. Corey, who do you want? It doesn't matter who you want.
Gets to the club. Nothing really happens at the club. Besides Darrell's moment where he's like, oh, okay, yeah, you're gonna vote me in. I mean, it was cool of Leroy like to do that, to sit down Darrell and like say like,
But it really could have bit him in the butt.
yes.
And I think he only did it because he's so cool at Darrell. Maybe he knew Darrell wouldn't make a scene. Darrell's not that type of guy to make a scene.
No, but I feel like it was like a respect thing.
It was, but in the challenge sometimes that
I know
is bad.
I know. It was like borderline, like, was that the right decision? But I do respect Leroy for feeling like he had to do that.
Yeah, Leroy's like, no, I'm telling you, that's how it might go down. And I'm like,
yeah,
oh
yeah.
my God, you just told him that's how it's going down.
Yeah.
I did like there was an image of at the beginning of the club, Anissa, Darrell, and CT talking. I mean, oh geez.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's just a cool little picture there.
They're all in All Stars except for CT, right?
Yeah. And they've been on the show since like season 7.
That's wild.
Yeah. And they're all on the same show right now, this late into the game. You know, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we see Kyle wants to say Leroy's name. Kyle wants to say anybody's name. but Anissa's down for it.
Who said, Anissa said, she's like, Kyle literally plays the challenge like today is the last day. Like that you don't have to look these people in the face the next day. Like he doesn't even care. He's just like, let's just do whatever's the craziest. And Anissa's like, but that's my friend. Like, I'm not gonna do that.
Even though Anissa's friends would probably throw her under the bus.
I don't know. I don't think Corey would, just because they only have each other.
Yeah. I think CT would.
Yeah.
And she didn't want to vote in CT, but he's attached to Cam, so maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's it at the club. Deliberation, nothing happened.
Nah.
Votes, nothing happened. Secret chamber, we talked about Kyle wants to go big. Do you think going big right here would have been a good move, or do you think they would have suffered the repercussions?
When he said CT versus Darrell, I was like, yeah, I think that's a really put two really strong competitors against each other. Mm-hmm. Like you want to win the final, so like get one of them out. I mean, they ended up getting one out anyway, but those odds weren't high.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I would have put, I think CT versus Darrell on paper, not thinking about all the like consequences. I'm like my brain is not
okay. you just had a malfunction or something.
I just had one little small stroke, but I'm back.
Welcome back.
Like
Welcome
on
back.
paper, Darrell versus CT would have been sick.
Yeah. Especially in that elimination, it would have been a very hard call. Maybe Darrell might have even been the favorite because of how big CT is.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think any other elimination, Darrell would have won, but of course Corey is quicker. He's younger. Like it's just, unfortunately, this is one elimination where I do really think age comes into play. You guys could both be exactly the same like fit, but like if you're younger, you're just gonna be faster. Like you just are. Like,
yeah, and Darrell would beat him in a race. This isn't a race. This is a sprint.
I feel like Corey like trains in sprints. Like
that's his go-to. That's his thing. And I mean, flashback to first episode of Dirty 30. If you could remember, the first episode was like that weird purge challenge where there were like 3 different phases, and then it ended up being like a foot race between Darrell, Corey, and 2 other people when they had to carry cannonballs up that like castle hill, and Corey smoked them. It was a sprint. Flashback, and flash forward to right here, and Corey smokes him. It's a sprint. Corey is in his like prime pretty much. He's what, 28, 20, something
like he's in his like
41, 42.
Yeah.
He gave it a good shot on that second round. But yeah, TJ said that this is the 3rd rendition, and triple the resistance, double the length. I didn't see the resistance come into play.
Didn't even get there.
Didn't get there. Darrell was funny after round 1. He was like, slow down.
I love that. That was really cute.
It's funny, but in that moment, saying that to your opponent probably gives your opponent a lot of confidence.
Yeah. But I think Darrell was like, well, there was no way. Like they were so far apart. He's like, I just gave it my all. So
yeah, sucks to see Darrell go like that. We see Amber heartbroken, even though Darrell would have left her. But yeah, Darrell still, has love.
It's so cute. She's like, I've never been with anyone else. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, I'm scared for Amber. I mean,
she was sitting pretty for the final, and
now she's got no chance.
Yeah.
So yeah, partner switch up. I didn't see this coming. Corey takes Cam.
I mean, that's a very good choice.
I think people should be taking Casey over Cam.
Yeah, Casey's another one that I'm like surprised she hasn't gotten stolen in a while. Cam, obviously, I think Cam has gotten stolen the most.
She's got what?
I,
Yes, Cam's gotten stolen the most. I mean, she can't keep a partner. She's like the opposite of Corey's curse.
yeah. Yeah, Casey's another. Maybe it's just because of the Leroy thing. Like maybe people don't. I don't know.
You got to not care at that point.
I
Casey
know.
is a formidable opponent, especially in a final. She is
Yeah,
built for a final, you know?
but do you think CT should have taken Amber, or he just wanted to like mend his relationship with?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to ask you the same thing because
Because it's
I'm
kind of
not really
ballsy.
sure.
It's kind of ballsy to go for a partner without a skull.
Is it? People are saying that, but are you
Maybe.
really going to be penalized if you have a skull and you have a partner with a
Yeah, probably not. That probably won't matter.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was the right decision. Honestly, Big T is looking like a great competitor in general, and it's not like Amber B is that much better of a competitor than Big T.
Yeah. No, they're
So,
probably almost the same.
yeah. And what really seems like the main point of focus for these competitors right now is keeping your partners. That's seeming harder than it was anticipated to be.
I guess if it's going to be a girls elimination, I'm sure.
And that would have sucked if CT picked Amber because it would have made Big T a rogue again.
Yeah, I think. Oh, that's a good point. Then she wouldn't even have a chance to get her
That would have been
skull.
fucked up.
Oh, good point. Good point. So next next elimination, you think we'll see Big T versus Amber probably, or Anissa?
Well, Amber's a broke. Oh my god, I can't speak today. You did this to me. I was ready yesterday. I was ready yesterday.
Oh, so what? See, I don't like that.
Yeah. Now Amber B is skating along safe with the gold skull, and now Big T's got to look at Cam, Anissa, or Casey, or Nani.
Nani.
Yeah, Nani's got to be the one. And
Nani
honestly,
or
that might
Anissa.
happen because we got a little foreshadowing of Nani not wanting to be Fessie's partner. So maybe she has an opportunity to switch again.
Oh boy.
Who knows? This season it's hard to predict.
All right. Well, I would really like to see Big T versus Amber B, and for Amber B to lose, and then have Big T, Anissa, Cam, Nani, and Casey in the final.
Yeah, I would like that as well. It would only feel right that these rookies would go at it in elimination before the final for a spot to reserve the final, but
yeah,
I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, you know what's frustrating too? Go ahead.
No, that pisses me off. That format really pisses me off. That like a rookie is able the episode before a final maybe is able to like not compete and just like make it straight to the final. Like that's not the challenge.
No.
The rookies should battle it out for the spot.
Like, yeah, that's how it should be. What's really frustrating is I think at the beginning of this episode we hear TJ say how, we're coming down, we're coming close to the end. The whole season is get your gold skull, your time might run out. People have ample amount of time, and even at the end of this episode, he said, no one is in the final yet. It's far from over.
Yeah, so the whole thing of like fighting for your skull because like time is gonna run out, it's like
I'm just not gonna believe that anymore.
It's like if that was the case, then when there's 14 people, you would send 4 of them home.
Yeah, people, like I said, people have a bunch of opportunities to get their skull for some reason. And looking back at Josh's capability of holding a skull, you're like, oh, he would have never been able to hold his skull with how long this season's going. Even Devin as well.
Yeah, and I guess I do like that element of like at one point only strong people will have skulls because they're gonna have to keep battling for them. Yeah. Like I kind of like that, but still, I think the rookie should be able to go at it.
Yeah.
The next one, the Halloween fight with CT and Fessy.
Oh my God. I'm getting goosebumps. I can't wait.
I love watching people do anything in costumes,
In costume.
fight, like I just think it's so funny. And we've seen it a couple times on the challenge before. For some reason, every Halloween challenge episode, there's a fight.
So we're expecting this to be like a Halloween, so it's like October when they're filming.
I mean, they're all in costumes.
Yeah.
So,
We'll see what they say. But I can't wait for that. I don't know what else to say about it. I'm just
and it's
CT, and we hear Nisa's like, this is like the old CT.
I know. I hope he doesn't do anything stupid.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't. I hope nobody gets sent home.
Not this late in the game.
But that's it. Anything else? It was a great episode. Farewell, Darrell.
Yeah.
Wait, he got like the extended interview released on Twitter after he lost, and he's like, I really want to do this again, but he kind of like got choked up, didn't quite cry, but he's like, I don't know if I can leave my family.
Aww.
I know.
Aww.
But he's on Challenge All-Stars. He's still on our TVs. Challenge All-Stars, I hear, is having rumors that they're going to have a second season already.
Okay.
Yeah, so oh my God, it's the best for a challenge stan right now.
Yeah, it's a good time to be alive for us challenge fans.
But looking forward to that. I mean, do you want to recap All-Stars as well? Yeah, let's do it. Why not? We'll do a fantasy season for that too. We'll let's get the format.
I don't really want to talk about our fantasy season right now. I almost have negative points.
Yeah, speaking of trauma, Nicole's got trauma when it comes to our fantasy league.
So bad.
All right, but thanks for listening and watching, everybody. We'll see you guys next time. Challenge Express out. Peace.